Okay, hello, welcome back. It has been 5 days since my last stream, and it's weird. That's what happens when you take the weekend off. But yes, so we are back thanks to 11-Bit Studios with the Thaumaturge, which I swear I've looked up like a million times, so I will tell you. A Thaumaturge is a worker of wonders and performer of miracles, a magician, which originates in the 18th century via medieval Latin from Greek thaumaturgos, from thauma, marvel, plus ergos, working. Cool! Because yeah, I'm like, what's a thaumaturge? Always a good start. So yes, published by 11-Bit Studios. Thanks to them for giving me a code for streaming purposes. This was developed by Fool's Theory and came out on the 4th of December 2024, which was last week. And we didn't manage to do the stream last week because of embargoes and then birthdays. So this is the earliest stream since then that wasn't already booked. So I've done my best. This is a cross-platform compatible game on Series X and Series X and S and Windows platforms. It's a role-playing game. It is also an ID at Xbox game, but ID at Xbox did not give me the code this time. So yeah, this has 56 achievements, and someone has already obtained all of them. It took them 53 hours and 52 minutes. Wow, that is a big thing. And also, kindly someone has flagged these. So, there are some missable stuffs, but we are just going to do a few hours today, a few hours, 3 hours, and see how it goes. I do want to play this one through fully, but we're just going to give it a spin on our alt, just so that we can give the game a good airing without any pressure. Ow, I say as my ears suddenly pop. Great. It's also available on PlayStation. We're playing on Xbox. And Fool's Theory is based in Poland. I believe this originally came out in March. So I'm not sure whether that is a... that might have been Steam, Epic and GOG. Because it is also available on Steam, Epic and GOG. So yeah. It is set in Warsaw, which is why it's important to know that the developers are based in Poland, because, you know, it means that they know their stuffs. And today we're prepared to take control of powerful mythical beings that will help shape our own destiny. And there was also something about intrigue. Where is it? Morally ambiguous choices taking place in the culturally diverse world of earliest 20th century Warsaw. Salutars exist, esoteric-built beings that only thaumaturges can truly perceive and use for their need. Cool. Story-driven RPG. So yeah. Warsaw, not Walsall. We're not going to Birmingham. Hey Dan. Also, hello other people who came in. Hey Alkesh and Sir Khalid. And Warsaw. Woo. Watch streak and 150 stream streak. God blimey. I don't know why I suddenly went a bit cockney there. Hang on, let me give me some volume. That is critically impressive, Alkesh. Also just impressive that Twitch behaved that long. I believe, hang on, I got my Twitch unwrapped. So, hang on, where are they? I took screenshots because it's a pretty long thing. Ooh, hang on, have I just unmuted myself? No, apparently trying to log into Netflix. Muted. Right. Sorry about that. Hang on. I was just going to say, because I'm fairly certain that my top viewer was Olkesh, and I'm just going to confirm that because I don't want to give the wrong information. Okay, this is creepy music. Havor is my top raider. Where's it got my viewers? Because that was really cool. I'm also apparently mod of the year. Hello. Okay, Jesse, thank you for the resub. And also, that looks like it's an even longer streak. No, seriously, there was a page where it had my top viewers. Did I not screenshot that one? Anyway, I'm fairly certain, Alkesh, you were top, if not, you know, if not number one, certainly in the top. I can't find it now. Let me just fix that. Twitch stream recap. See my recap. Anyway, game. We are going to get into the game in a minute. Sorry about that. I was loading it up so I could then say a hero with a flaw. Where are we? Total streams, top categories, categories, emotes. My high emote is the top emote. Biggest fans. Yes, Leaky, Jesse, Havor, Subterfuge, Alkesh, Danamilo, and Horror. So yeah, the order apparently changes every time I reload this page. So yeah. Your Twitch recap says you've watched more hours this year than there are hours in a year. That is possible because if you've watched multiple streams at one time. That is how that is possible. 525,600 minutes in a year. The only reason I know that is because it's from Rent and it keeps on coming up on TikTok. Yeah. It is funny. As a viewer, I have watched 1,500 and something hours. So I have not watched more hours than there are in the year. No, hang on. That's hours watched. How many hours are there in the year? 25,600 minutes is... Okay, well that's still 21,900 hours. So I have definitely not watched. I have, however, visited Twitch nearly every single day of the year. My top category is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Well, I wonder why that is. Because my most watched channel is Jesse with 511 hours. Blimey. Yeah. Anyway, Twitch recaps are out. We are today playing the Thaumaturge. So, Viktor Zulski is a Thaumaturge, master of mystical arts who can peer into hearts and minds of others, uncovering their deepest emotions, desires, and secrets. However, his powers also feed into his flaw of pride, which can present him with various opportunities or lead to negative consequences. There are untold mysteries waiting to be revealed. We can tame mythical creatures and meet a whole bunch of characters from early 20th century Warsaw. Ooh! We get to meet Rasputin and Tsar Nicholas II, which is cool. So yeah. Right. Hopefully my headache will shift at some point. That would be great. Edit brightness. Can we make it a bit brighter because I can't see anything otherwise. Quality graphics. Yep. English enabled. We're fine. Balanced. Default. Enabled. Deluxe. What's the difference? The HUD in the deluxe version? I mean, sure, let's use the deluxe HUD. Master volume. Actually, no, leave master, turn music down. Sound effects. Dialogues, good. Controls. Exploration. Yeah, cool. Doesn't look too complicated. Increased text size enabled. But it, you know. Oh my god, how tiny is it with that enabled? I was just thinking it was tiny with it enabled. It's even tinier with it off. Nudity! We are going to disable nudity and disable blood. I don't like blood. But, you know, let's also keep this vaguely family friendly. So yes, let's start a new game. The steel rails are a portal to other worlds, but the most commonly something or other. Hang on. But yeah, anyway, commonly something or other. Anyway, Thaumaturge means miracles. A Thaumaturge or a Temperomancer is one able to discover secrets lingering in persons or places. They recognize flaws or stigmas imprinted on the human psyche and can bring them to the surface. Are they a doctor of souls? It's impossible to fully name the essence of Thaumaturge without being born one. Cool. So yeah, how has everyone been? How has everyone been? It's been a few days. So yeah, thank you very much to 11-Bit Studios. Oh, I still got a crick in my neck and trying to rearrange my mic. I've turned on my new mic, but I haven't got the stuff set up properly yet.
And lately, more and more. I know it's you, but I can no longer recognize your face. I don't know if I'd recognize you if I saw you. I hope your condition hasn't worsened much since you last wrote. I can hardly imagine what a nightmare you're going through. Remember, you're not alone.
That is an epic beard, and I love the coat.
I'm sure our father would be happy to help, if only you asked him. I assure you that for now, I haven't said a word to him about your search or your health, just as you requested.
Intrigue. Oh, just turn it up.
He doesn't know your intention, and with God as my witness, he'll not find out from me. I know you think the only thing that can help you is a miracle. But such itinerant miracle workers, preachers, and folk mystics often take advantage of those in grave condition who are desperate or seeking help. I hope the man you're pursuing can actually ease your mind. But if not, remember that in the end, we will find a way to help you. Just because we can't see it now does not mean it doesn't exist. Send word as soon as you get there. I want to know you are safe. With as much love as I have. Ligia.
Ligia.
Could you spare a moment for me? I'd like to send a telegram.
Of course. Pardon me, sir, but are you feeling all right?
Yes, thank you.
You're not looking your best.
Thank you.
What's your message?
Take this down, please. Arrived. I think I have found him. I hope he will receive me. I will write as soon as I am able.
And payment?
On receipt.
Anything to add at the end?
Please add my love to you, my sister.
Touching. From whom?
My name is Viktor Szulski. S-Z-U-L-S-K-I. And Viktor with a W, not a V.
Interesting name. Where's this headed?
Warsaw. Russia.
And this is supposedly Georgia. Russia here and Russia there. Russia everywhere, on every map.
Maps change. I know. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Which way to the village?
The coachman is picking up the mail. Maybe he'll give you a ride.
Thank you.
Loony.
Yeah, Warsaw is the capital city of Poland. It must have been part of... It has been invaded and occupied numerous times. Most notably the Russians and the Germans. Okay, cool. Because I was like, I just said, the, you know, it's important, you know, the devs are Polish. And then he went, Warsaw, Russia. And I'm like, okay. I've never been to Poland. I went to Prague. That's probably the closest. Went to Prague in the winter. It was delightfully chilly. Okie doke. Find the miracle worker in the village. Ooh, let's read. I know they said this is magnified text, but Jesus Christ, it's still tiny. Okay. Last letter. Dear Antoni. Feels like ages have passed since your last letter. Maybe it's just the winter. It makes everything good and warm seem distant. As you can guess, the life of an exile does not spoil me. Years ago I was uprooted from my homeland and sent to a foreign land among foreign people to fight under the Russian banner. How am I today? I live among people who hate me. I am losing my health and my mind and cultivating a land that I fertilize with the blood and flesh of its sons. And I can't leave here. I can't stop reminiscing. Death seems to be my only mean of escape. Please pray for me, Constanti. P.S. I don't think this letter will make it through the censorship, but if it does, please tell Annalika that the thought of her brought me solace until the very end. Oh, bless. What's that, Janko? Oh, yeah, we're in the post office, and we are just reading everyone's letters. But yes, hello, everyone. I'm back. How are you all doing? Did you miss me? It's okay, you don't have to answer that. But hopefully, you know, there's a few people today. But yeah, we've got 2 weeks of streams, and then we're having Christmas off, and then we will start up again on New Year's Eve, which is a Tuesday. So yeah, we will see, excuse me, how it goes. But we're playing this today. I'm looking forward to playing it. Havor was playing this last week, and he said it was having fun, so there we go. Dear Janko, please stop with the gentry snobbery and listen to what I tell you. Times are changing. You can no longer rely solely on property ownership. The peasants are different now, and it's not at all clear how things will turn out in the coming years. You just have to look. Wherever you turn, you hear about revolts and peasant guerrillas going at the lords with pitchforks. We have to protect ourselves, have something on the side, some business that will allow us to live with dignity. That's why I'm telling you for the last time, go to the bank in Tiflis and take a loan against half of our assets in the Caucasus. Invest in the oil business in Baku. The railroad is already getting there, and the world needs kerosene. You need to act. I will send you all the documents and authorizations. Don't delay any longer. Greetings, Liu. Whoa. Auto mod got one of the bots I like that when the mod gets the bots. It amuses me. I'm just going to ban them while we're on here. Not that the links come through anymore, but so okay. Yes. Can I help you? No, I'm just figuring out where I'm going. Okay. Wow. Okay. Perception. As a thaumaturge, you possess exceptional perception. You can see things that are hidden from sight. You can anticipate the enemy's actions. You can follow traces of emotions, thoughts, actions, and words, and you can reach your goal easier. Okay. Quest serve multiple objects. I've got a map. Ooh, I like a good map. Belongings. Thaumaturge. Ooh. This is an RPG. Entries and a journal. Cool. So, use perception. Oh, I love a good everything will freeze. No, everything. Ooh, read. Okay. The Tiflis Herald. The tragic events of August 29th have cast a shadow on the city of Tiflis, leaving it in deep mourning. Yesterday's rally, where reform proposals set out by the minister Alexander Bulligan were to be discussed, was brutally interrupted by Cossack troops that stormed inside municipal board building. Armed Cossacks entered the conference room, wreaking havoc in this turmoil. 60 people were killed and over 100 were injured. People are shocked at another instance of unjustified aggression against the nation of Georgia. Many believe more mass strikes are inevitable. So yeah. Ooh, hello.
Hello. Are you going to the village by any chance?
Hello there. Where else? There's nowhere to go here, sir. The station, the village, and the cemetery. That's all. A horse can't go any higher.
The village is what interests me.
Well, if you've got reason to be there, climb in.
I'd be grateful.
Always nice to have someone to shoot the breeze with.
So, what have you all been up to?
Nothing to see around here. This is everything. Hard to get lost in this place. Head to the tavern over there, past the little square, up the steps. They'll tell you where the preacher's at. Or this time of day, he'll be there himself.
Thank you.
Oh, kiddos. Right. Right, I like to explore, but we may as well. Oh, hello. What are you? Examine. Protective charm. Made of strings, sticks, and feathers, it's supposed to protect the residents from the influence of evil powers. Cool. Also, I earn some points. Okay. Ooh, hello. Read. Protelatarus Brazola. Soon the day will come when people will throw off their hated shackles. With one stroke of the mighty arm, hardened by work and struggle with misery, they will get rid of the despised Tsar. May the recent events, so agonizing for the many, be a torch that will kindle the flames of a just revolution. It will only take a few people to raise their heads proudly and abandon their work for the flame to become an inferno that will consume the oppressor and cleanse our hands. Books and cuddles. Sounds good. How's Milo doing? It's already happening. Workers in major cities are preparing for action, and the country folk are also joining the fray. The hour of trial is upon us. Let us not something. Let us take heart. With this game and weather makes you want a hot bowl of borscht. Fair enough. It's mostly beetroot.
Gentlemen, is this the tavern here?
Hey, Putnik. You coming from far?
Indeed, I'm tired.
Nice boots. Are they warm?
Okay, a proud answer not only draws from your floor of pride's level, but will also feed it even more. Show no fear. Do we want to be prideful? Oh, hello. Cool. It's got a thing. Essentially, it's a form of beetroot soup, sometimes with dumplings. Cool. I'm not a big fan of beetroot, I have to say. It's not beetroot's fault, it's just the texture. Do we want to be proud, or are we not looking for trouble? I mean, we're just saying our boots are warm. You see what happens.
Actually, I have particularly warm boots. Thanks.
And sooner or later, these might kick their arses.
Don't tempt me, Luca. Don't tempt me. Give me a sec. Got to sort out formalities with this tourist.
It's your snummy. We are the Tsar's soldiers.
Those don't look like soldiers' faces. Closer to thieves.
I don't think he'll talk to us voluntarily.
Okay, victory conditions. When your enemies lose all their health points, you win the fight. Enemies' health points are shown on bars beneath their feet, where your health points are represented by a bar in the bottom left corner of the screen. Okay. Nice stylistic numbers. Oh, yeah. So ours are sort of very vaguely, slightly. Ow! Okay, action cue. Perception allows you to anticipate the enemy's actions, to find out what they're planning, and for the action cue, top right of the screen. Okay. Each skill has its own speed. Slower skills are more powerful. They require more preparation, bringing risk. Okay, so planned attack. Hang on, how do we do this? Why? Oh no, that was the result. Victory conditions, no? That's the health. It does say... Not clear which button opens up the thing. Slow skill. Let's wait one round before you can use it, okay? Ah, quick attack, planned attack. I think I've just been using the wrong thing. There we go. Punch him in the nose and we stop getting stabbed.
Serves the Ruskies right.
I got a thaumaturge point.
They won't report us. They'll be too embarrassed to admit some cripple got the better of them.
It's already wonderful. Okay. And the miracle worker inside the thumb in the tavern. Okay. Got a protective charm. Use collect all observations in order to draw a conclusion. Ooh! Ooh, and salutars. That's what we can see. Floor is a lasting hidden beauty. It's printed on the head. And so, number one floor is pride. Floor of the heart dimension. They gifted to an upper a long time ago. Okay, my grimoire. There is a lot of information in here. My first salutar. Ah, so we're not seeking help because we are a thaumaturge. We're seeking help because we can't connect with our thaumaturge anymore. Okay, thaumaturge points. Spend on skill upgrades. Okay. Perception. Dimension word. Dimension word. Deed heart. Gamble. Relaxation. We'll develop some of that because we can do a thing. Skill upgrades. Cool. We can upgrade our skill. Excellent. There's also some story items. And our map. This is us. This is the inn. That is locked. Oh, there is collectiblesy stuffs as well. Oh yeah, and I think we've got like we've got a special edition-y thing. Okay. Thaumaturge. Floor. Need 8 floor. We can also acquire floors. Great. Ooh, hello. We've got our up here. Up here. Right. Let me just freeze. We can pet
Good
something.
boy.
We pet a puppy. Yay, we got to pet the puppy. News from Yerevan. Our correspondents report the newly appointed Governor General of the Yerevan Province, Prince Napoleon Louis-Joseph Jerome Bonaparte, has just arrived in town. The highest officials are present at the welcoming ceremony, followed by dinner with representatives from Yerevan's most eminent families. The Governor General's address to the townspeople is expected in the next few days.
Forgive me, sir. Is your name Grigory Efimovich Rasputin?
It's Rasputin. Rasputin.
I forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's just I've been looking for you for a very long time, and...
And you expected this thinking simpleton, an illiterate who swindles sick people and claims he can speak to God himself. I already said I forgive you.
Yes, I've heard. Especially in Petersburg. I've also heard about the healings, even hopeless cases. Inexplicable ones.
And what do you believe in?
I want to see for
If
myself.
you help me, I'll believe all of it. And please believe me when I say I've tried everything short of a miracle. And I know the meaning of that word. I'm a Thaumaturge.
Where are you coming from?
Hey,
I'm
Leaky.
from Warsaw,
Congratulations,
So, from
you
Russia.
unlocked your winnings.
Poland.
From which Poland? The Russian one, the German one, or the part that belongs to Austria?
From Warsaw.
Do you have a name?
Wiktor Szulski.
On my path, I've already come across people who've lied to me about their problems, and then gone around calling me a charlatan. After them, others arrived, with pitchforks and torches, and I had to endure insults and spit in my face, or flee for my life. And now you say you're a wizard from an imaginary country that no one has seen on a map in over 100 years. Forgive my amusement. I haven't had my first coffee yet.
I forgive you, and I'm still asking for help.
Prove you're a Thaumaturge, and I'll hear what you have to say.
That's partly the issue I wanted to speak to you about.
Does that mean you give up?
That means I'll try, but I don't know.
All right, all right. I've met a few of your kind, so I know what you're capable of. Find something in this tavern that belongs to me, and tell me something only I could know.
First, I need to have something personal that belongs to you to learn your trace. It's a sort of pattern I'll use to recognize the other objects.
Smell this.
Prayer beads. Time-worn prayer beads with dirty woolen knots. The zeal gushing from the beads impregnates the wool, pressing the tallow from the owner's strong fingers. The object pulses with a mixture of blue rapture, purple passion, and graphite fierceness. The touch of the bead burns, but it also attracts. Draw a conclusion. Ooh. Rasputin has a magnetic zeal and passion. He is a man with an attractive personality, strong and fierce, who is easy to follow. One just has to be careful not to get burned by the flame of his ardor.
Have you figured anything out yet?
I'll return to you in a moment.
I can hardly wait.
I accept his skepticism. Observations are information required by interacting with people. Observations make up a conclusion. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, and also perception and objects. Thaumaturge possess perception, which allows them to read other people's emotions. We've already done that one. We've already read those, because we read accidentally. Tracers. Unknown, familiar, certain, and traces are revealed only once you pass the test of perception.
Let's take a look around.
Close. Hey, Leaky. Dirty balls. Someone's eating stew from.
Who would have thought there were such layers of passion within him?
Yeah, tired. It's weird coming back to streaming after a few days off. But I'm here. I'm playing a cool game. Prayer book. An ornate prayer book containing prayers of the Russian Orthodox Rite. Vibrates with a languishing moon of delight, the touch of silk, the scent of courtly powder. But that which is soft and warm is also pierced by the thorns of impending separation and longing. Dimension falls too low. Deed. Who would have thought this priest has such passion? Surprisingly, the mask of a healer conceals an outstanding love irresistible to women's hearts and bodies. Perhaps this one is one of his healing methods.
What have you learned, wizard?
Well, you're a zealous man. It permeates every level of your personality, your faith, your abilities.
Not such an impressive discovery.
I haven't finished yet. In Petersburg, you left behind a very devoted and very young lady-in-waiting.
At least one, my friend. Have a seat.
Rasputin will remember this.
Tell me again, why were you looking for me?
A few years ago, I attempted to catch a wild saluter, and that ended with me losing contact with my first saluter. That means I can't develop my abilities. I know that my Uber is there. Sometimes he shows himself, but I can't feel the link anymore. Generally speaking, I'm losing it more and more each day. If it disappears, my mind... I'll lose my sense of reality. I'll fall into madness.
I don't know if I can help you.
Crowd answer. I mean, I feel like feeding pride is important.
I've got money, if that's what matters.
Give it to the needy. Your riches mean nothing to me. I meant I don't know if I'm able to help you. My gift is something I've received from God. Some I've helped, others I can't say. And I've never treated a Thaumaturge.
Maybe just do the same with me as with the others.
We can try.
I like the side to
Focus
Rasputin.
on my voice. You are safe. As long as you can hear my voice, you are safe. Let me gaze into your mind. Let me see through your eyes. Let me...
Where am I? Rasputin. There's no one in here. I need to get out of here. What is this sound? Shackles?
You're blind. You've never grasped the science of spotting the perfectly obvious. Can you still not see?
What do I supposedly not see?
Flaw clouds your vision. It always has. Pride. Your damned pride and sense of superiority.
I must have gotten that from you, Father.
You'll lose, idiot. You always do. You're even losing against yourself. You can't see, but can you at least hear? You're weak, stupid, and blind. Do you hear me? Do you? Do you?
Ooh, hello.
I can see, Father. Clearly.
Will you be lying there much longer? I wanted to sweep.
Where's Rasputin?
In the cemetery, chasing away evil spirits and giving people comfort. You all right?
Yes, absolutely.
I wanted to sweep.
I'm just heading out. It's so good to see you again. And something else. I saw him clear as day. It wasn't a vision. It was a saluter, unbound by a pact. A wild one. And if so, that means there's someone in the village with a flaw that's attracting it.
You talking to me?
I was praying.
I wanted to sweep.
Yeah. As in, dude, move your ass. Ah, vibrati had. Back to life. Make a full recovery with the help of a miracle worker. And... oh, we can save. It does auto saves. That's good. We'll just add in a save as well. Oh, okay. Got protective charm. Rasputin stuffs. That's Rasputin. Saved my life. Okay, so can we develop that? Bond is restored. Excellent. We don't have anything image. Perfect efficiency instead of gamble. Aha, I see. We'll have perfect efficiency there. Okay. Right. Oops. Multiple objectives. Free switch the one you'd like to track. This path is no mix. Oh, okay.
Excuse me. I need to get to the local cemetery. Could you give me a lift?
I've only just come back from the post office this morning. I'm not getting the horse going again. Back to the cemetery. It's not like anyone there is going to run away. And look, my horse is more dead than alive.
I'll be right back.
Can manipulate. We can learn the secrets. Okay. Not going that way. Clearly. Excuse me. Examine a rag. Rag reeked of deodorant fatigue. Attempts to free the wheels from the soft soil and went with his spine cracked his fishbone. Muscles burned with fine oil would help. Such was his job, such was his fate. Aww. Shovel. Traces of mud and ice had to free the wagon's wheels. Hey, Jesse. Conclusion. Coachman is tired and weary. He works hard at unloading the wagons, and all he dreams is a moment of rest. Okay. I'm not going to manipulate him though, because there's something else I've got to seek out first.
What do we have here? What do we have here?
They'll all gawk, but without lifting a finger. Just, Vesna will bring it, Vesna will help. But if Vesna needs help with something, there's nobody to be found. That's not yours, don't touch! All these newcomers causing more problems.
I like the graphics on this. Very well done. I also like the red glittery trails.
Am I sensing? I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. I'm telling you, go away, or I'll call for help! 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 Somebody help me!
What are you doing here, you tramp?
I'm not looking for trouble. I just wanted to talk.
We'll talk, all right.
Okay, we're gonna end up with another fact. Okay, adjust upgrades. No, we're good on upgrades. Ooh, strong attacks and focus. Take away all of their focus. Okay. And if they've lost, we launch a strong attack. Ow. I really want to be able to, like, you know. Of course, because my Thaumaturge, my spirit thing can also attack now. Got a bloop. Fast and nervous.
The devil sent you.
You could say that, sure.
Observation village residents. Discharge. Tremble with anger. That's not. Damage X shaft. Domestic squirrels. Try again.
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over. Please leave. Please. Please.
Thaumaturge never fails me.
Dead goose.
Over my dead body. I reject this verdict.
Well, I expected as much, and he wanted to come see you himself. He was first to judge.
I said what I said, and I won't change my mind. Go away, you're attracting gawkers!
Not gawkers, a witness. And let him listen. He'll see it fairly. Sir, this liar and thief here stole a memento of my mother. And this witch says I'm supposed to hand my goose over to him too?
Because you strangled mine. And what do I care about some trinkets your mother left you?
Because we already know you strangled the goose, but you still haven't proved that Bogdan stole your pendant.
Where is the justice here?
Bone of contention. Okay, draw a conclusion. Neighbors quarreled. They can't help.
Why don't you relax and listen to the words of a wise woman?
Well, all in all, it's... I'm sorry, Bogdan.
Come inside, and tell me what you're doing here.
Got a Thaumaturge point. Action, reaction. Excellent. We're just gonna keep upping our heart for now. Salt on the doorstep. Read unfinished letter. Sozo. My dear son, my heart is crying. Never harmed you so that you write about me like this. You renounce your legacy, your land, and your blood. I never said a word to you when you used to farm with us, when you went to Tiflis to study. Now you're calling us stupid, backward. You repeat after that rector of yours. Sudieki. That Georgian language is the language of dogs, and you want to write to me only in Russian? Child, Georgia flows in your blood. She is the salt in your tears and the glue in your bones. You're not an answer, you can't. Diary of an Oblate Priest. They say that every action has its demons. Its phantoms, ghosts, and nightmares were created to make naughty children behave. But I have gone halfway around the world preaching the word of God, and I learned the truth. These demons, fiends, and devils cursed by God are real, and they are everywhere. In distant Sirmia, people whispered the name Bulavak, a cruel beast whose presence brings wrath and commands people to inflict violence on their neighbours. A fairy tale, you say, but I've seen Bulkovak here in Pietrasgorsky. I heard the rattle of his chain and felt his fangs digging into my neck and tugging at every fibre of my soul, and I felt the fury that this wraith brings with it. The anger from which there is no escape, the taste of blood in my mouth that no prayer can erase. May the holy walls of the Oblate Church stop this, please, blessed Virgin, keep me safe.
The villagers seem to have a certain respect for you, ma'am, so I wanted to ask your help with something.
I'm not getting any younger, boy. Talk before I drop dead.
I am gonna
Well
come
then,
back.
I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam.
I don't want to accuse you of taking advantage before I've got any other information. Seems very rude.
I'm not going anywhere.
Maybe you'll change your mind and drop me off at the cemetery after all.
Well, on the other hand, this place isn't much more exciting than the cemetery, and I meant to take the horse out for a ride, so get on.
Witchcraft. Bits of fluff on me. Okay. The Vashley's grave. Ah, we have... Maybe we have to get some points in other things. As well. But we can always thank him for fixing
You're
us.
alive. Does that mean I helped, Thaumaturge?
I don't have enough words to thank you for what you've done for me. I haven't felt this way in years.
I'm glad I could help.
I see him. My Uber. He's back. I can feel our bond growing stronger as each moment passes.
I'm happy for you, but do restrain your joy. We're in a cemetery.
Fair point, mate.
When I heard you were at the cemetery, I was sure I'd see you resurrecting the dead.
Not yet. Today I'm just praying for rest for Vasily's soul. The whole village is suffering after his loss. He was the elder here.
Jeez.
He cursed this place. Since he died, darkness and misfortune have hung over the village.
You see? To them, every harm comes down to witchcraft. They believe that after Vasily's passing, the village was possessed by some monster that howls at night or some other Yafits.
How did this elder die?
There was a fire, sir. Flames shooting sky high, and him burning, swearing, speaking curses. And the curse stuck. Those ruins seem a profaned place now. A wicked spirit has taken over the blighted land.
Don't encourage her. Once she gets going, it can't be stopped.
This could also be the work of a Salita.
What do you mean?
What changed in the village after the elder died?
It's all dreadful, sir. Everything's gone topsy-turvy. When folks get to arguing now, they're so hot-headed, before you know it, they're at one another's throats. Ladies have no patience for kids, nor lads for ladies, nor neighbors for neighbors. Any word might seem offensive and like an insult waiting to happen. Then you've got to fight.
Tragedies such
Sounds
as
like me when my
Vasily's
spoon's
death
alive.
leave their mark on everyone. It takes time to come to terms with something like this. That doesn't mean this place is possessed by dark forces.
As you were healing me, I had a dream, a vision. But on the borderline of sleep and wakefulness, I thought I saw a salutor. That's what might be influencing the villagers in Wailing at night.
They're good people, but none too bright, Victor. I'm afraid they might be talking about a train.
The wise woman was saying the evil spirit is a book of hatch.
Does the creature hunting you rattle chains, slither around, and have a mouth full of giant fangs?
A book of hatch.
Where did this elder live?
I'll show you. Let's allow Vasily's soul to rest for today. Amen.
Okay. Peaceful and happy village, not quite. The villagers are riled up and on the point of breaking, laying the blame for their troubles on the actions of a Bolshevik, trying to defend themselves against this dark force with folk methods. Oh, okay, so now we've got a burned homestead. Cool. It is said that when entering this cursed land, one may turn to the right 3 times, spit behind the left shoulder, and something or other.
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery. A horrible death.
Blood sounded like suffering. It flowed quickly. The wound infected with the scissors wasn't large, but it was accurate. Life left the body, the heart went into a spasm, and the mind recognized the end. Lasted for some time, and then the flames came, and the pain resounded anew.
I felt something. Where is it? No luck. Oh well.
So we can't get those because we've been spending all our points on heart. Oops.
True fear.
Let's go. Interesting.
This house was always full of fear, and its owner was still alive when the house caught fire. Someone wanted to kill him. The fire only covered up the crime. Your mother gave birth to the flaw that you attached to, didn't it? I'll find you when I track down the murderer. I know who owns this doll. Maybe I should give them back to her. She ought to know more about what happened here.
Okay. Vesna smells of fear. Her nerves are badly strained. Her heart is trembling. Her fingers are stiff from anxiety, and her mind wanders, lost in the wilderness of fear. Be able to find her home and discover what's behind her jittery condition.
Victor! I hope you've got what you want now, Thaumaturge, because I think it's time to get out of here.
Why the hurry, Father? We're the Tsar's men. How about the donation for the Tsar's army?
There are no Russian outposts here.
I think this is the guy with the nice boots.
You're the guy who trashed our comrades?
I'm gonna go with the
I can
pride.
do exactly the same to all of you.
He's not as weak as he looks. He actually looks better than he did the other day.
But not counting the priest. He's still alone.
Nuh-uh.
Not anymore, I'm not.
We have our spooky skeleton. Improve thaumaturge. Okay. Ooh, we have some points. Okay, so mind. Word. Was it word or deed? I don't know. Anyway. We have fortune. Fortune 56. Probably don't need to do that twice. A quick attack. Never mind.
Are you alright, sir?
Me? Yes, but can these salutors also help you in a fight? Can you manipulate people and cast these demons into their minds?
Generally speaking, yes. Are you sure you're alright, sir?
Call me Grigori.
Let's head back. I have to visit someone in the village who can tell me more about what happened here.
Aha, right. Fear of the flames. Okay. This one needs deed. Right, so we do need to, yeah, well, I would have done them if I'd have known what that meant. Anyway, we at least got one thing. Just gonna head back to the cemetery. We're travelling, because there was a thing. To each funeral, the entire village is invited to a Kalichi. Oh no, deed. I should have got deed. Oh well, when we've got deed, we can come back. I am intrigued, certainly. I mean, I've got a feeling I know what happened, but knowing and seeing the difference.
Luca. He must be the one who saved Vesna from the fire. There are so many words of love inscribed here.
We can draw a conclusion now. They possessed. I think that's good. Observation, sincere feeling. Difficult love. An explosive mix, impulsive, capable of getting lost in unwarranted anger and arguing. Arguing as there's no tomorrow, but at the same time they secretly love each other and their love keeps burning with a hot flame, protecting them from losing themselves and pernicious emotions and preventing domestic violence. Well, that's good. Good to know that. She's still scared, though.
Now I know that woman's trace. Vesna and her husband both left traces of themselves at Vasili's burned-out farmstead. Luca sincerely loves his wife. You think he loves her strongly enough to kill for her? You're right. It'd be better to ask Vesna about that.
Okay. Thief of Thought reduces focus by an additional. Okay, so right, I am going to save. And we're just going to take a short break because I need some more tea. Mine has run out. And I will be back in a few minutes. 3 or so. Sorry, you got in time just for got there in time just for the break. Sorry, I really had to replenish my tea. But you got in here in time for a story bit. How you doing?
I wanted to talk. Ma'am, please open the door.
Please go. We didn't invite any guests over.
Please open the door. I'd like to have a chat about your husband.
He'd better not be here when he gets back. He's not as talkative or polite as I am.
First time. Person is threatened. Residents see Luca as a sullen churl and a recluse. Harry seems to have a soft spot. Luca was at Vassal's house on the night the murder and fire
I
took
know
place.
you're scared, but please, just open the door a crack and let me ask one quick question.
What do you want?
I want to give it a little doll.
I think I've got something of yours. I found it by your father's burned-out farmhouse. You've imprinted your fear onto it. I know because I'm a Thaumaturge. I want to help.
What do you want to know?
Where can I find your husband?
In the clearing by the forest. He's chopping wood with the others.
Thank you.
Get that thing out of here.
Thing out of her, she can see the spirit. Hey, old Shine. Welcome back. How you doing?
Let's take a look around.
You've been going in so many circles, your head will spin.
Well then, I hope you'll still be alive when I get back, madam. Thaumaturgy never fails me. There is something...
You've been going in so many circles.
Well then, I hope you...
Wanted to get whatever was on the
Let's take a look around.
Saint's icon. Saint Theta.
You've been going in so many circles, your head will spin.
I don't like that
well,
either.
Then, I hope you'll still...
Let's wait until we've unlocked a little bit more information. Okay, if I can, want to go back and get my deed. The cemetery.
Again.
This time, it's a matter of life and death.
How is your search going?
Almost finished. I know who's attracting the Bukavach.
Can you reveal that secret?
It's Luca. It has to be Luca.
Do you still want to catch that Salutor?
Yes, absolutely.
Despite the risk?
I hope I can persuade you to come with me.
That's an enormous favor you're asking me. I hope you'll be able to return it.
I give my word.
Did you hear? We're going to see Luca Bogosian.
Okay. Well, you know. Next time we know to upgrade stuffs.
I'm not here to fight.
Luca!
You shouldn't have threatened my wife.
Why did you do this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one who brought the Saliter here. The spirit that you all say arrived in the village after Vasily's death. The Saliter is what's making fear consume you all and making you hot-headed. And it's because of your flaw, which has been within you since the murder took place.
A murder might just be about to take place.
I don't think it's
Cut off
him.
his head.
What?
Tear off his head before he opens his mouth again.
Yeah, I figured it was him.
Unless you're the one that killed him.
And I'd do it again if I could. Get out of here!
Here you are, Thaumaturge. Vesna's flaw is mine, and you're mine.
6 legs. I'm just gonna go with balanced. Wow. Fighting wild Salitars. You must get rid of the shadows that protect him, vanquishing the shadows. And then he will be fierce. And then. Oh, okay. I'll just upgrade. Good. So much focus though. Boulevard has caused you to enter the suffering state. States can have a benign or potentially deadly effect. Read their description carefully and don't get caught off guard. Well, I would do that, but I don't know. So many. Jeez, okay. Father's Shadow. Okay. What's everyone else been playing? Ooh, we could do with being healed. Sleepy cuddle, wanna walk. Ah, you've been playing this. Cool. How are you finding it, Lady Marguerite? You finished on the weight too. Nice. Very impressive. They've received a fall. Vehement.
You lose, you lose, you lose. You're going crazy again, you blind fool.
A little faith, Thaumaturge. Focus on what's true.
Yeah,
My voice
this is
is
fun.
true. I am the truth, you see. Look.
You're on day 12 days. Still on 7, I think. I'm trying to finish Cat Quest 2, which is proving complicated because I have no idea where it left off. Okay. Training a Salatar. You defeat Bukovac, the deed dimension Salatar, but you cannot tame on your own. Rasputin comes to your aid. The untamed Salazar. Salatar, I keep wanting to say Salazar, won't obey your orders, stops you from developing and weakens your perception. Fortunately, Rasputin soothed his anger. You achieved the unachievable. Ooh. And now we can get the other...
Unbelievable.
How do you feel? Are you all right?
Well, I don't think I'm hallucinating, but that means I'm currently facing a crowd of furious lumberjacks with axes, so I'd say I've been better.
What? What? I'm telling the truth. I do it again. None of you understand anything. It's because of this magician. It's his fault.
The magician didn't kill Vasily. He didn't bring the evil here. You're a witch! To the stake with her! To the stake!
And you... why are you just standing there? Are you just letting them do this? Fine. I'll handle it myself. I did it before, and I can do it now.
What have you done? Go. You don't need to see this.
Okay, prevent Luca, remind Luca of proof. Yeah.
Think, Luca. Your feelings for Vesna are still true, I know that. Hear out her reasons before you do anything.
Okay.
You two better not come back to the village!
As if we wanted to.
Station is haunted at night. Station manager invites to admit that he practiced aria. Okay. Alright, so there were some bits we didn't do, and now I know, you know, that I should develop each one, at least one, so that we can do the thing. Yeah, gotta cuddle. And then we might have enough to be able to talk to the lady without accusing her of shit, which is fun. I always knew it was going to be the lady that had the thing. So if we grab this as well. And then, can we? No, we can't. Now we have relaxation. Restores my focus. Okay.
Excuse me, sir? Do you happen to know when the train arrives? The postmaster said it's usually no more than an hour late, so it should be here any moment. I got a tougher question for you.
Pardon?
Will this train get me close to Albuquerque?
I'm afraid that's an ocean away, and even to the ocean you've got a ways to go.
Thank you. Ever since I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, I can't get my bearings. The things I've seen, sir. Places I've been. I just can't get to Albuquerque.
Isn't that in Canada?
I wanted to send 2 telegrams, one to Warsaw and one to Paris.
Mr. Shulsky, I was meant to send for you when the driver came to get the mail. My condolences about your father.
Oh no. Our father, who we did get on with, is probably dead.
Do you still want to send something?
Did you come to say goodbye to me?
More like to share my fear. Your condition yesterday, after the fight with that Bukovac, it troubled me. I don't think my treatments are having a long-lasting effect. And you don't look the best. Do you feel all right?
I've just heard that my father is dead.
My condolences.
After your treatment, when I was hallucinating, I saw him. I heard his voice for the first time in years. I'm sure it was him. A strange feeling.
Maybe he came to say goodbye. Maybe it was his last chance to speak to you. A prophecy.
I hope not.
What do you intend to do now?
Just a moment ago, I was thinking about Vienna or Budapest and going on from there to Paris, but now I've got to get to Warsaw first. What about you?
Thanks to you. I don't think I have anything else to do here. I had a little time to think about what I saw in your mind. Tell me, Victor, have you ever seen a human skull cracked open on the cobblestones?
I haven't.
I have. The skull of Franz Ferdinand himself, with his brain spilling out onto the sidewalk. I also saw the white steps in Odessa running with blood. A battlefield blanketed in
Franz
lethal
Ferdinand's
fog,
the start of World War
with faceless
World
beings
War- one
emerging
of the World
from
Wars.
it.
One, maybe. Hang on. Yes, because Hitler was two.
This hasn't happened yet, but I saw it as clearly as I see you now. Thanks to you, I know that I can stop it. I know that I am part of history, and I can change it.
Odessa? Texas?
Even at the cost of scorn, contempt, or my life. You promised me a favor, so Warsaw sounds perfect.
Maybe we can help the poor guy trying to get to Albuquerque as well. Oh, we reached the title scene. Only took us an hour and a half.
Warszawa! Warsaw! Warsaw! Last stop, Warsaw. Time to wake up.
It's clouding over.
The weather is like my mood.
Aside from the circumstances of the funeral bringing you back, you hadn't thought of ever returning here?
I hate this city. It always makes me think of the stench of vodka, sweat, and urine. Corruption, poverty, and trust me, no justice but street justice.
I'm sure something must have changed since you left.
But probably not for the better.
What about the people? Those close to you? You'll never miss them?
The only person I consider close is my sister. But Vasovians? Let's see. Workers are striking. They want to take advantage of the Tsar's visit to Warsaw. The protests are being violently suppressed. Last week, around a dozen people were killed. Polish Socialist Party militants attacked a train. They stole money, bonds, and explosive materials. They're also suspected of robbing a transport of Dutch pomade. The socialists in Warsaw must look pretty sharp then. Further along, we've got murders, muggings, and poverty.
The newspapers feed on sensation. Remember that in darkness, even a small spark can be seen clearly. Even I can feel hope from all the people riding with us. Can't you?
Even without my powers, I can tell that hope is bringing people here from all three petitions. Miners, steelworkers, governesses, maids, speculators, thieves. I've forgotten to read a few of our fellow passengers' possessions, and I know that hope can have many faces.
Will you share that knowledge with me?
There's a terrified woman riding with us. She's either running away or in hiding. I think that gentleman is smuggling something, because excitement is all mixed up with guilt inside him. And this dandy, he's going whoring.
If there's something I've learned in life, Victor, it's never to neglect the whores.
Warsaw, end of the line. Welcome to Warszawa.
I think the time's come to ask where you plan to stay.
I'll let you know when I come up with something.
I've received a quest. Mermaid City Sun. Cool.
When people unite, empires fall.
Thaumaturge point. Feel like I should shore up the one that we have with this. J.D. Courier, latest news, Chief of Police. It's doubled. Gathering. Protest against thaumaturges. Wow. and demand that His Majesty officially condemns them as charlatans and a menace to humanity. Jeez. That's a bit harsh. Revolutionary leaflets. Yeah, 11-hour working days are very harsh. I agree, they should definitely be gotten rid of. Menu. So many newspapers. Anti-Thaumaturges. I'm feeling what people might not like us. Wanted notice. Beware of Arboretrinyet. But picking up all those things gives us experience. City that does not forget. I'm enjoying this game.
Why such a crowd?
The circus has come to town.
These are troubled times. Brothers turn against brothers. Russia has had enough bloodshed. The violence must stop. When socialists attempt to divide Russia and her subject nations, to dent the sword that smote the enemy at Grunwald, this demands my decisive action. Thus, by my grace, I hereby appoint as Governor General of Warsaw, Georgi Antonovich Skowon.
A butcher.
Not a popular guy, I presume.
I see you ain't from here. That swine keeps a photo album of all the folks he's had shot at the Citadel.
Before and after execution.
Warsaw! The time for leniency and indulgence is over. From the moment this office is bestowed on me, no forces hostile to the subjects of Greater Russia will have any further right to exist. None! Whether it be brutal socialist subversives, communists, Jews, or other satanic provocateurs.
He sure knows how to unite a crowd.
Pardon me, are you Polish?
Yes, I feel Polish. My name's Victor.
Wanda.
This is Russia here. Like it or not. Warszawa! Время террора закончилось.
Иди нахуй!
My first decision as Governor General of Warsaw. Arrestować.
Great heroes in their sense of timing. Of course, now they're the first ones in the fight.
Samoobladanie, Polyaki. We want that rebel. The loudmouth.
Damn.
What happened?
Be a gentleman. Please kneel and tie my shoe.
I mean, I was going with the pride one so I could level up, but I'm just gonna tie her
I
shoe
didn't
for her,
dare suggest it myself.
assuming there's a reason for this, and if we, you know, do that, then we...
Can I ask you a tiny favor? The Russians can't find out about this. The military is just looking for an excuse to suppress the crowd, and these workers are dreaming of thrashing a Russian gendarme.
Either one of you confesses to disturbing the peace, or всех забирай. We'll take you all in.
You can't handle all of us.
Can you get us out of here?
I think I'm open to any kind of suggestion.
With a book like that, I'd find out what would convince one of these bastards to let us go.
Aha. Oh yeah, we're
Or I'd
openly a
take on that
Thaumaturge.
self-appointed leader of the proletariat.
Interesting strategy. Who are you, really?
A damsel in distress.
Those don't usually hide ammunition in their stockings.
Can I explain it to you another time?
For instance, I could disclose to a soldier that you came here with ammunition under your skirt.
Maybe we should see who they believe. A respected lady of Warsaw, or a common magician who just 100 years ago would have been burned at the stake.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I'm going to take a look around.
Pistol bullets. Police ballet.
Do you think it's a good idea to stir people up and send them to face bullets and bayonets?
What do you want then? My whole life on my knees? Kissing Ruski's ass?
I was trying to keep from dragging ordinary people into the fight. They won't expect us to strike first. How many are coming with us?
Let's see for ourselves.
Apparently, we're just gonna fight them. I'll do that. I just realized selecting yourself or a Sultan. Okay. So another Sultan. Probably do a diversion. So. Not used to doing RPGs on stream. They take slightly longer to get through to things. Traits. Enemies can have a trait that make them immune. In different dimensions, they can be disabled. Attack them with a solitaire that belongs to the same dimension. Or focus. Okay. I don't actually need to press X. I can see the focus at the top in the little stars. He's got a gun. Shit in the head. That's effective. Oh, and we get arrested. Fun. I've lost my grimoire and my revolver.
Name?
Shulski. Victor.
One of those Shulskis?
Yes.
My condolences. Now, profile.
Thank you.
What you pissing in the bucket for, asshole?
Where else am I supposed to?
Brown in the bucket, whiz on the wall.
You better remember that, too. That bucket's gonna last you guys till tomorrow.
Can I use the phone?
Okay. I know I just had a break, but I need another break. I'll be back. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Revolutionary leaflets. Wise guy, sit down.
What are you staring at, Ganef?
I don't know what that means.
Quit squealing. First time in the big city? Have some respect if you don't know who you're running your mouth at. He's one of them that went after the Ruskies with his bare fists.
Path closed. Right answer.
I showed a couple of Russian soldiers when I think about the petitions.
I have moments like that sometimes.
And I gave it to some Ruskies in the kisser, too. There's this red-bearded fella sitting there. I glassed him in the face, then kicked him in the bean, and wham! On the floor. And I pinched his billfold, too.
Did anybody ask you? Shut your damn trap. Well, are you from somebody?
I don't really get what you're asking.
Good thing you're asking and not just running your mouth, like some people. The question is, do you got a backer in town? You set up with somebody? Do you work for somebody?
My name's Viktor Szulski, and I work on my own behalf.
All right. Respect.
First of all, I am a Thaumaturge.
Now them, I got respect for. I know one really decent Jew from Povishla, who's a wizard too.
How about you? You got a foreskin or what?
Is my foreskin any of your fucking business?
Dude.
Well, no. I was just...
Schmuck. But you don't look like much of a Warsaw lad.
You should not judge a book by its cover.
A tough guy, like a real Warsaw lad.
I was born here. Now I've come home.
Welcome to Warsaw.
Well, that was a productive conversation.
I wouldn't call you a master strategist.
You got away from the station, so theoretically, we achieved our goal.
You're not losing your sense of humor. I guess this isn't your first time in a place like this, is it?
You'd better tell me if you managed to get rid of your ammunition.
If I hadn't, I'd already be locked up at the Citadel. I admit your behavior did successfully distract the Ruskies.
You're welcome.
All right then. What's such a gorgeous, hairy mug doing in a crummy place like this?
I spent a little time on the Rue de la Raquette in Paris.
It got demolished 5 years ago.
Oui. What about you? You seem to know your way around this setting. You been here often?
I'll take that as a compliment. And sure, sometimes, if the cause demands it.
What cause?
Let's say I know certain folks who'd find poles like you useful.
Dealers in stolen Dutch pomade?
Donut connoisseurs. They met at Burke Rotblitz's cafe.
What exactly do your friends do?
I'd be glad to tell you, over coffee and jam donuts.
Definitely.
I'm
jam
afraid all
donuts.
these screws might have more questions and want to keep you here longer.
Then you won't just miss out on the pastries, but also an adventure worthy of a great cause.
Szulski!
I see you won't be hanging out here long either.
The woman I met during the kettling incident was smuggling bullets in nooks and crannies of her undergarments. But it wasn't the first time she'd done that. Unfortunately, this time the guard holding the bullets fell onto the pavement. Be fate will have us cross paths again, and we'll meet at Beck Roblitzk's for jam donuts.
Szulski, this yours?
Yep.
That's right.
Then take it and get out of here.
Can I ask why the sudden change of plans? Anyone I should thank?
If he wants to, he'll tell you himself.
Thank you.
Suspicious. Wanted list. It's locked. Orders. Controls doubled. I have my own file. Recruiting for the gendarmerie. Stanislaus obituary. Why do you respect citizen, thaumaturge, philanthropist, entrepreneur, father and husband? Died suddenly on the 31st at the age of 64. Service for the repose of his soul be sent held at St. Charles Borromonia's Church on Saturday, September 7th at 11 a.m. His daughter would like to invite all relatives, friends, and acquaintances. I got a thaumaturge point, which I'll keep for now. We get to go visit a funeral. I'm enjoying this. I like the fact that I've got a little sensey thingy. So I'm not going to get lost, but also, you know, I can still meander and find bits and bobs along the way. Let's tram to the cemetery. Ooh. Had a wee bit of frame rate lag there. Parish announcement. I'm late already, I may as well, you know, have a nosy.
I'm sure you don't remember me. My name's Hayat. I wanted to offer my condolences.
Thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it.
Forgive my prying.
Hang on,
I
we're
know
just in a
Mr.
cutscene.
Shulsky took nitroglycerin for his heart, but how did he pass away? Was that his cause of death? His heart?
Ooh. Ale and Tail Tavern. So, welcome in raiders. Hi, I'm Joe. Thanks for the raid, Mort. Really appreciate it. Also, hi. Bleary Cashew. Great name. Sunshine. Danny. And Mort themselves. How was Ale and Tail Tavern? I've not heard of that. It sounds cozy. We are playing the Thaumaturge today. I am a variety indie streamer. I do indie games. It was oddly not cozy. Oh. I do indie games, usually 4 times a week. But I had the weekend off, so it's my first stream for a few days. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks so much for the raid. And hey, Evor. Yeah. I have been unlocking a few achievements. Please ignore the game scores as my old account because this is a, 50-hour game that I do not have the time to sink into now, but I wanted to showcase it. We have won 4 achievements so far, and we're really enjoying it. Well, I'm really enjoying it. I think everyone else is as well. Everyone's being very quiet, so it's really hard to tell. But yeah, so, you know, if you like indie games, I play quite a variety, different genres, different sort of types of games. Generally ones that people haven't heard of. Sometimes people have. And sometimes I play popular ones, but very little. Mostly it's indie games. And I really like them. But yeah, we got a copy of this game from the publishers. So thank you very much to, just get it right, 11-Bit Studios for the code for this one. So yeah. I am going to make a quip because I've got
We've
no idea
ruled
how he
out
died.
any coronary causes since the doctors couldn't confirm whether the deceased had a heart.
Ooh,
Yes, I understand. My condolences, once again. I'll leave you alone. I'm sure you want to bid farewell
Mordecai.
to your father.
Mordecai is the name of a character in a TV series, I believe. But wow, Toem 2 loved Toem, or Tome. Couldn't decide how it's pronounced. Can't wait for another one. Hi Yoshi, welcome in. It is a more fizzle faux shizzle with dizzle.
Thaumaturge.
Mordecai might also be in Borderlands. I feel like there's a Mordecai in the Vampire Diaries. I'm gonna ask why.
I haven't done anything, officer. What's the problem?
I barely recognize you either. You still haven't figured out who I am? Don't be surprised. The last time we saw one another
I haven't played Borderlands.
was
I've only
20
played the visual
kilos
novel.
ago.
Uncle Veronian?
The point
I
and
will
clicks.
not keep
Oops.
you.
Sorry.
The guy's probably all alone back there, among those vultures circling Stasio. I'm sure she'll be glad to see you. Go on. We'll talk later.
But yeah, I mean, possibly. Yeah, I've only played Tales from the Borderlands 2. But yeah, Mordecai is one of the twins in the Vampire Diaries. He's called Kai quite a lot, so... But I like the ring of the name Mordecai. But this one had a J on the end, so I don't know if it's pronounced any differently.
Sister?
Victor. I'm so
And
glad
hi,
you came.
just a D.
I wasn't sure if my telegram had
Yes.
reached you.
All good.
I'm glad to. How are you holding up?
Oh, this caught me off guard, but for now I don't have time to think things through calmly. Look at yourself. What happened?
Sorry, I have a sore neck. Right, so yeah, we are effectively a magician. We have a fancy book that denotes us a magician, and we have a spirit with a skeletal spirit that we command. We went looking for a healer. We found Rasputin, who's kind of cool. And then we found out our father died. So, yeah. I'm just gonna admit
I
we
took
were
a short
friends, too.
trip to a Warsaw jail.
What? Are you joking? During the funeral? Are you alright?
Everything's fine, don't worry. Have you written to Mother?
Yes, but what can you expect? You know what Nadia is like. It was never her style to show up for family events like this. It's getting late, and we've still got the reading of Papa's will ahead of us at home. And I'll leave you two alone. I suppose you've got your own matters to clear up.
But yeah, everyone is welcome at whatever time, at whatever volume you know, all welcome. And I'm just feeling really sorry for the sister because she's basically been left to organize everything on her own by the sounds of it.
Fine, let's get this over with. So, it was me who got it right in the end. Back then, on the train platform, was the last time we saw one another. 15 years ago. After brief suffering, fell asleep in the Lord. Brief? I hope not. Did you write this yourself? A tyrant, bigot, and liar, mistakenly absolved, died after suffering all too briefly. That's better. Definitely closer to the truth.
Not bitter at all.
The day you died, you visited me in my dreams. I was a child when you hounded me out of here, and I remember you as you were back then. But in my dream you looked older. You gave me hell as usual. You didn't believe I'd succeed.
Charming.
You were wrong. I've come back with 2 salutors. I'm sorry there are so many things I didn't get to say to your face. All those years, I said them over and over to myself in my head. How you were never able to admit a mistake. You never sought blame in yourself. Someone else was always guilty, never you. Mother, because she wanted something for herself in life. Ligia, because she wasn't born a boy. Me, because I was born a Thaumaturge, but I didn't want to live following your principles. And now...
Unresolved.
Farewell, Father.
Am I intruding?
I'm just gonna do
I was
a
reflecting at the
arrogant,
grave
proud
of my
thing.
beloved father.
You tricked me. I heard something else. Stanisław and I were acquainted. You might say I knew everything about your father. Mr. Victor Szulski, isn't it? Your absence from Warsaw has happily come to an end, I hope.
With all due respect, this is my personal business. It was my father who knew you, not me.
True. Please forgive me. I meant no harm. Again, my condolences.
I didn't catch your name.
You didn't give it.
My name's Kanieczkin. Ivan Kanieczkin. Goodbye.
Wasn't you wanted for something?
Such interesting friends you had.
That doesn't sound good. We have an unresolved Salvatore.
I guess I'm more tired than I thought.
I really like his hair. It's just randomly cool.
Great-grandmother Josefina, a Thaumaturge.
Funeral wreath. We had our differences regarding methods, but we shared the same goal. We'll carry on and you rest in peace, brother. Note feature condolences from friends in Thaumaturgy. Apparently, father must have kept in touch with other people in our profession. Wreath with a note. Eat dirt, Szulski. Nice. Okay with a note. You're closer to me than I could ever admit, and now you're gone, my heart is yearning. Yes. Someone was greatly... Stanislaus' funeral. More people than I would have guessed came to say their farewells to father. It turns out he had both friends who were clearly affected by his death, and enemies who found it exceptionally pleasing. Well, it seems father evoked extreme emotions in the people he encountered during his life. That amuses me greatly.
Grandpa Nikodem, a Thaumaturge. I barely remember him.
But yeah, we have our little Thaumaturge sense, which does like a little red particle dust, but if there's stuff we can find, it gives me a little particle halo, and then we can read impressions into things. Which is useful, but at the moment, we are just going home.
We can go. The hardest thing was getting the lid of the urn. The scattering I could handle.
You can play the clown, but I know how much this has cost you. I'm glad you went.
Love at a funeral. Eros post-mortem. Is it suitable for a young lady in mourning to fraternize with bachelors? Konstancja Shabłowska, the Warsaw Courier. Could I ask for a brief comment?
Hyena.
Thank you. And you, sir?
Ask Ligifiel to intervene, don't cause problems for her, or chase the hyena away, or explain that I am not going to listen to my pride on this one.
I can sort it out, but it might cause you some trouble.
It's not worth getting your hands dirty over.
I think that's
Get
polite.
out of here, or I might decide you're attacking an Imperial official, and you'll wake up tomorrow in the Citadel.
Are you threatening me, Judge?
I'm actually sparing you from him. Would you rather try your luck with a Thaumaturge? Come on, children. I'm sure my Pietia is already waiting for us at home.
I'd love to see my cousin.
Are you coming with us?
I am going to agree.
Get in. I'm sure the lawyer is already waiting for us.
Happy childhood.
Miss, your guests have arrived. The lawyer's upstairs too, waiting. A trifle jittery. Wonder if the tea I made him was too strong.
Thank you, Grażyna dear. Let the guests wait.
Grażyna.
First, I want to take care of the will.
I'll just wet my whistle and join you all upstairs.
Make sure Uncle makes it upstairs sober. And I'll suggest you don't dawdle either.
I'm trying not to make a mess.
Good God! Half your face covered, but I could tell right away it was you. You look just like your father in his youth. Completely his spitting image. Should I make you some cocoa, Master? It would warm you up a little.
Yes, please. But, yeah, let me go with...
Make an extra creamy one for Ligia.
Oh, I won't skimp on her. Now, your sister's putting a brave face on all this, but she's really having a hard time. It's lovely to see you again. But that's enough jabber for now. I've got the guests and the cocoa, and I've got to whip up some food for you all later. We'll talk soon.
Evening extract. Riots. 30 people.
I don't want to put my foot in my mouth again. I already failed to recognize someone once today, but you look familiar.
Well, I should think so. I was the victim of one of your starling hunts.
Voronins must not be very memorable, cousin.
Pietia! Forgive me, and for shooting you as well. How are you doing?
Just some heart problems, not a subject for today. I'm sorry about Uncle Stanislav. Forgive me for not coming to the funeral. I can't bear cemeteries.
We'll have to meet up again.
Goodbye.
So abrupt. Mother's portrait. Nothing down here though. First floor. Green square. No, that's outside. Garden. I'm just having a little wonder. Just to see if there's anything important, interesting. Bust of Morana. Basement. How do I get into that other room? Well, the kitchen is currently cut off by the looks of it. Bust of Siren. Ooh. We're going to change it up and have some snazzy clothes. This must be our room. Serious photo. Yep. Every time we pick up something, it gives us experience, which is great. Pseudomonarchia demonium. Demons unexplored fragments of our mind. Polish Gazette. Message from mother. Dear child, stop. It is with great sorrow that I have received the news of Stanislaus' death. Stop. Unfortunately, I will not be able to attend the funeral ceremony. Stop. My duties in Paris keep me from travelling to Warsaw at this time. Stop. I join you both in mourning and sorrow. Stop. Mama. Letter from Rome. July 1896. I'm writing to you because sleep... Dear sister, I'm writing to you because sleep eludes me. I wrote before I found a suitable candidate. I'm still struggling to reach his floor. I feel that Paimon is within my reach. I even saw him vaguely, but I did. I'll stop here because my nerves prevent me from continuing. W. Yes, I will be careful. Don't think me a fool like father. November. Sister of mine, I feel well enough to write something to you. The doctor also recommended I do so. I'm not alone in my anguish. I share a room with one Arielford Moulton. His last name escapes me. They brought him from London, from Dr. Seward's clinic. An interesting case. He spends his days hunting for the moths, cockroaches, ladybugs, and beetles that come here sometimes. He eats them. He says it gives him strength to wait for the coming of the law, but I don't think he means the saviour. I cannot reconstruct all the details of the debacle with Paimon. My mind is still in tatters. Paimon visited me no more than a week ago. I know that's impossible. It probably happened only in my mind, but it was so clear. He is the king of hell with his host of demons, with the shadow of his Penitents called for me to join them. It was so real. I'll stop here. I'm having a hard time gathering my thoughts. W. Wow.
I am ready, Mr. Shulsky. I only need all of you to be present. Can we start reading your father's will?
Yes, let his will be done. Again.
Let's begin if everyone is ready. Would you all please take a seat? Ladies and gentlemen, by the power of my office vested in me by the grace of His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of all Russia, I hereby testify...
Je suis désolé. I just needed to quench my thirst. Alone, unfortunately.
I didn't manage to.
Please don't pay them any
I didn't see you.
Mr. Shulsky's last will and testament were prepared several years ago in the presence of Zaslav Fedorov, Esquire, that is, myself. My last will and testament recorded in the year of our Lord 1888. In the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen.
We're gonna shush.
Therefore, my first irrevocable wish is to appoint as executrix of this will my daughter, Ligia Szulska. Immediately after my death, an inventory shall be conducted in full accordance with the law. After completing the inventory, all my personal movables will be sold at public auction. And let the funds raised thereby be donated on the anniversary of my death to the beggars near that cemetery. The administration of the remainder of my fortune I leave, without restriction, to the person of my daughter Ligia.
I'm not even getting a teaspoon.
All movables and immovables relating to the family enterprise I entrust to the care and administration of my daughter. I do not prescribe a method of administering them. I merely offer her one piece of advice. I wish that the business should be conducted with modesty, prudence, and honesty, as I have conducted it my whole life.
A joker to the very end.
Thought we were being silent.
To my brother-in-law and oldest friend, Alexander Voronin, I wish to leave the following. My collection of muskets and 2 revolvers, dating to the uprising in memory of our first meeting.
Stasio, I will have plenty to do in my retirement.
Enjoy your retirement.
I feel like asking if mother is okay.
Now, Mr. Fedorov, what did my father leave my mother?
Victor, be serious.
Nothing. There is a special item reflecting the absolute lack of any bequest to my former spouse, Nadia Fyodorovna Voronina.
I wish you success with your business and your hunting. I'm going to have something to eat before heading off.
Just a moment yet, Mr. Shulsky. Your name is also mentioned here.
A last-minute plot twist.
I would also like to come to the aid of my only son, Viktor Shulsky, by entrusting him with the use of my personal black grimoire, in the hope that he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will and testament. Carry it out solemnly, though you may have found it burdensome. However, this last bequest poses a certain problem.
Yes, it certainly does. And what is that, may I ask?
I am not in possession of this grimoire. The late Mr. Shulsky used it up until his death, yet no one left it with me after his passing.
Meaning it's disappeared?
Ooh, plot twist. Ah, very loud, very vibratey.
Did Father have his grimoire on him at the time of his death?
It was only because of the grimoire that we could identify him at all.
Oh.
What actually happened? How did he die?
A building collapsed on top of him. I don't know any other way of putting it.
He might not be dead.
A building? It collapsed on top of him? How? How did this happen?
It was a day like any other. Papa had gone for his habitual walk. Every Tuesday and Thursday, he'd take a stroll to get some space, as he put it. When he didn't come back for a long time, I got the bad feeling something had happened. Then...
We rode there together. An entire wall of a tenement had collapsed. There were 3 victims, including Stasio, who had the bad luck to simply be walking by. To see him there in that
I don't
condition,
think he's really dead.
It's beyond
Maybe.
description.
The grimoire.
Might be if...
Could someone have taken it?
Perhaps. In all that confusion?
But why would anyone want Papa's grimoire? An ordinary person won't use it. Would the Thaumaturge just happen to be passing by?
Father had all his knowledge in there, but I don't know if it would be useful to someone other than him. I don't even know why he left it to me.
I'm sure Stasio had a reason.
Where did it happen?
Let's go investigate.
Where was this building?
The southern part of Śródmieście, not far from the police station. Anyway, you can miss it.
Of all the possibilities, this was the death that fate prepared for him.
Yeah, I'm not going to be mean to my sister.
I foresaw a slightly more pleasant end for him myself. I doubt even he deserved such a horrible death.
Those might be the kindest words you've ever said on the subject of a father.
How
she's
typical of
grieving.
this sort of person to keep a portrait in his study of a family that was only a family on canvas. Not long after the painting was done, he got divorced, ruined the Nijitas, and kicked out his son. But there the portrait hangs, as if family meant anything at all.
I don't know what exactly happened with Aboritse, but I know that Papa felt guilty. You don't want to forgive him even now that he's gone?
The dead need no forgiving. And as for forgetting, I don't know how. It's just a shame about the grimoire.
What do you intend to do?
And Mordechai Chayat. Could that be a lead?
I don't think so. He worked with Father, but he left more than a year ago. I don't know why. He was an assistant at my store.
Do you know where I might find him?
Sadly, no.
Do you have any other ideas?
Father evidently knew a certain Ivan Konieczkin. Have you heard anything about him?
Konieczkin? No, doesn't ring a bell.
All sorts of people came to Papa's store. That doesn't mean every one of them might know something about the grimoire.
That's true. You've got your work cut out for you.
And where are Father's things at the moment?
You're standing at the very center of his kingdom. Not everything has been sorted through yet, but you go right ahead.
And the store? I should check the two.
I've started stock taking there to distract myself, and I don't want you to go in there before I've finished.
As you wish. I think we have to look for the answer in the place where it happened.
With your sight, you can make out more in those ruins than I, or Uncle, or Detective could. This is a good lead, but is it the only one?
Now at least I can see how little I know. Maybe these scraps of information will lead me somewhere.
Well, now that we know what's got to be figured out, forgive me, my darlings. I'm going to give my old bones a rest.
I'll see you out.
At least we've changed. We got all fancy.
Goodbye, Uncle. And, Ligia. I'm sorry it happened this way. That I wasn't close by.
The most important thing is you're here now.
And we're being nice to her. Because she's our sister and she's clearly shouldering the whole thing and doesn't deserve it. We should probably shave, but I kind of like the beard. Shotsky family portrait. 1984. Again, I was 9 years old at the time. Oh, are they twins? Ritual mask. Suitcase. Books on ancient culture. A letter. A human heart is worth more than all the riches of the material world. Tonight, SR. Letter addressed to father and son with the initials SR.
How do you find our old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if his shop is still there. Perhaps we should go there and check.
The loan shark incident. Last will. Collection of books, Demonica. We can draw a conclusion. Father's search. Father's thoughts are most recently occupied with search for knowledge, the border on the obsessive, related to something much more than his usual curiosity about the world, which I remember him for. He's looking for something, hunting for sanitars, exploring the mysteries of everything related to Thaumaturge. The only thing is I don't know where it led him. Maybe he was trying to find a cure. We're gonna do a side quest. Oh, no, not that side quest, though. We are ready for our next things. Oh, so many things. We'll sort that out when we get into Ah. happens to Solitars after their death? That's an interesting question to pose. Our house. In the middle of our street. Our house. Child letter. Okay. There's something going on. We're not changing again. I like our fancy outfit.
I am about to go deaf.
Telephone.
Hello?
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor, are you there?
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
Has something happened?
To me? No. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw. If you need me, I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes. 7 Povoskoska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Povoskoska.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye. I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
Bless. Father's portrait. Oh, we should drink the hot chocolate. We'll be finishing up soon. Secret to time travel. It requires but 1 sip of cocoa. Nice. Oh, we got a sketch.
Have you found anything yet about the grimoire? Is there any way I can help?
The trousers are an original style. Until now, I'd only seen women in trousers in the East.
First of all, they're practical. It's the 20th century. It's high time we started dressing comfortably.
You've always been brave, never afraid of anything or anybody. Like when Mother almost had a fit because you dumped my best tie in hot cocoa.
I didn't care that she was angry. I wanted to get you back for not wanting to play with me.
Because you were being too annoying.
You meant to say brave. By the way, Grażyna still makes cocoa every evening. You can conjure up the flavor of childhood if you want. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
What's next for you? You're in charge here now. Have you got some kind of grand scheme?
A grand scheme? For now, I'm just trying to keep my head above water. Certain customers are unconvinced that a woman can handle running a business. What's worse, a woman without powers. You know what I mean. A thaumaturge at my side would shut them all up. After all, it's your heritage too.
I don't know anything about running a company, but if I can help in any way, you can count on me.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. I trust the smoke doesn't bother you.
You used to detest the smell of tobacco. You'd hold your breath going into Father's study.
That's true, but when I'd stay here, alone with Papa, and somehow over the years I got used to it. I don't know when I started copying him even.
Daddy's girl. You were always closer to him.
That's not true. I was just less rebellious than you, his Thaumaturge son. Now come on, what else is on your mind?
In Father's study, I found a trace of a woman that I couldn't identify.
Probably Svetlana Rumiantseva.
Who is she? And what did Father have to do with her?
Svetlana is a Russian aristocrat who travels with the Romanovs' court. I can only tell you she was a customer of Father's.
A customer? If you don't want to say, then don't. Where can I find her?
When she's in town, she stays at the Imperial Hotel.
She might know something that will help me find the grimoire.
Not so fast. To get in, you're going to need me and my connections. Svetlana is famous for her soirees where she hosts the crème de la crème of Warsaw. We could go together. How about you track down some evening clothes and I'll sort out the invitation? And I won't take no for an answer.
Sadly, you never give me a chance. Unfortunately, everything in my wardrobe is antediluvian. I need a tailor.
There's a shop at 11 Kruzna Street that's fairly decent and quick. We also have barbers in Warsaw in case you want to do something about whatever you have growing on your head and face.
The problem I have is this is like a kitchen, which I can't seem to access. This game is really... Ah! There we are. I'm an idiot that just went the wrong way. Liqueur recipe. Music to 5 dinner recipes. Yeah.
Master Victor, let me guess. Have you come for some hot cocoa?
Yes, a cup of
I mean, I already
cocoa
had
would do
one,
me
but
good.
I'll have another.
Help yourself. The pot is in the salon, along with some of your favorite cookies.
Oh, cookies.
It's been an age since we've seen one another. I'm glad you're back. Mistress Ligia is really struggling with everything.
Ligia won't open up to me, but how is she doing?
She's having a rough time, the poor dear.
How are you doing, Hara?
Her heart is heavy, though she doesn't show it, but she's strong. She keeps her chin up and doesn't give in, and it's good she's got you to help now, Master. Only she started smoking like a chimney. She takes after her father, no question about it.
And so, the great Stanisław Szulski is dead, crashed by a building. Can't say I'd wish a death like that on anybody.
An awful death, sheer cruelty. Mr. Szulski didn't deserve it. Now all we can do is think back on what a wonderful man he was.
That won't take long. So, this death, what do you make of it, Grażynka?
I'll tell you in confidence, Master Shulsky. Now, I'm a simple woman, but something about your father's death doesn't sit right with me.
How do you mean, Grażynka?
Don't you suspect some impure powers had a hand in it?
Do you mean it could have something to do with thaumaturgy?
That I don't know. Look at us jabbering while there are potatoes not peeled. Forgive me, Master.
Another time, Grażynka. I'll get out of your way.
Always ample work, but I can always snatch a moment for a chit-chat with you, Master.
Okay, I've got 3 main quests and a side effect. A side quest. Which I'm going to save that. So, it's just under 3 hours, minus the breaks. I am going to stop here. So there's no progress on the achievements, but we got 4 of them. And I really enjoyed that. I will be investing more time into that on my main when I get the option. And thank you very much to 11-Bit Studios. I mean, I've been streaming 3 hours horror, you know. The solution is to get here at the beginning. Yeah, so was I. Yeah. So yeah, also I'm tired. I have to go to bed because I've got to get up early. It's going to make it onto the main. It always was. I just didn't want to commit to it right now because it's like a 50-hour game. I could also stream more, Jesse. I could indeed. There are several games that I've said I will do that on as well. And I have 200 odd on my backlog. So, yeah. It always has the chance to be streamed again, but I have a lot of games. Just saying. So, I will be back on Thursday with something. I haven't decided yet. I've only just really, you know, sort of gotten back in. This is just my streaming backlog, Lady Marguerite. That is just my streaming backlog. My actual backlog has way more games on, but my streaming backlog's got about 200 and something. So yeah. Sorry, let's move. Okay, so thank you very much for to Mork for the raid. Thank you to Jesse for resubbing. Congratulations to both Ulkesh and Jesse for reaching ridiculously long watch streaks, and Twitch for not breaking. Also, Leaky reached their 50 daily chivos, so they have also so he's also unlocked a free game. Daily chivo information is below. If you haven't got your daily chivo, you've probably got about a minute or so of me meandering and then potentially looking for raids. So, you know, get in your daily chivos now if you've not already got them. It's too hard to pick. Does anyone have any raid suggestions? Or I might just say, sorry, I don't have the brain space to make decisions. So I will just say goodbye. Though I am leaving the credits to roll. But yeah, this, I never told you how much this game is, on Xbox at least. It is £29.74 or £34.99, but it is currently on sale for 20% off for the next just under a week. And there is a deluxe edition that comes with fashionable hairstyle and facial hair, luxury clothing sets, and a HUD reskin. So yeah, that's what it was talking about, the deluxe HUD. I have to admit, I don't know what the other HUD looks like, so yeah. But we had our luxury clothing set. So we should have some fashionable hairstyle and facial hair to look forward to. So yes, I was lucky enough to get a copy of the digital deluxe edition gifted for streaming, gifted for streaming purposes from publishers. I really seriously appreciate that. That was via Evolve PR and 11-bit Studios. For the code, and then the developer is Fool's Theory, which is cool. So yeah, there is a website if people want to get a little bit more information about the game or links to purchase. I will just drop that in the chat. There we go. So yeah, I don't know how long these credits are. I should have put it on when I was babbling a little more. But I will... Yeah. Thanks everyone for being here. Anyway, appreciate you all keeping me company. Hopefully, if you are new and from the raid and you enjoy a variety of indie games, do a lot of point and clicks, puzzles, visual novels with silly voices, and the occasional RPG apparently. There are also other genres mixed in when I decide to mix it up. We have done shoot 'em ups, beat 'em ups, platformers. I'm not very good at those. But yeah, need more horror. I have done horror games. I did Layers of Fear. I shrieked like a little kid because of painting through knives at me. And then there was a book monster, and that was just a little bit too far because I love books and I did not want them to be a monster. But yeah, I've done a whole bunch of spoopy games. I don't have like a horror playlist on my YouTube, but I have every stream I've ever done that's saved. We had some video issues with Mixer when it was Beam, before I got my PC. But yeah, I've done at least half a dozen horror games, I think. Some of them more scary than others. There we go. Credits are done. The Thaumaturge. And there we go. Perfect. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I was expecting to enjoy it, so that is good. You know, it's one of those things, like, you know, if you are expecting not to enjoy it, then that would be bad. But I was expecting to enjoy it, and I did enjoy it. And I'm very intrigued about the story. I am currently positing two theories. One is that Father is not dead, planted the book on some random body that was too disfigured, knowing that that would be used as identification, because he suspected someone was trying to kill him, and, you know, being dead is the best way to, you know, stop that happening. The second one is he is dead, someone did kill him, someone stole that grimoire, because of something that he was looking into research-wise about having more than one saboteur. Possibly because he, you know, was trying to figure out how to help his son. That could be a thing. Victor. did manage to, you know, save himself, but, you know, I can understand father wanting to save the son. But anyway, good game. Really enjoyed it. We may do some more. It's on a potential, you know, list to go back to, which is, you know, as long as my arm. But if you want to find out what happens, the best way is to buy this. It's available also on PlayStation and on Epic, GOG, and Steam, and also the Xbox version is playable on Windows. And it's the Xbox Series X though. So if you don't have a Series, sorry, X and S. If you don't have a Series Xbox, then I don't think it's accessible to you because it's not got. I don't think it's got Cloud Play. I didn't see that. No, it's got smart delivery and it's optimized for Series X and S. It is an ideed Xbox game. It came out on the 4th of December, but I didn't get the code from ideed Xbox. I got it direct from the publishers and their PR company, and I'm very grateful. Really enjoyed that. I am going to head off now. I have an early start. I am going to regret having so many meetings tomorrow, but hopefully good things will come of them, and I will have some energy to prepare. Today was a bit of a write-off in terms of energy. We didn't really get anything done except for finishing the book. But anyway, on that note, I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK. I bid you good night. Bye.